One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So SMU's offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. On third down, going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Rutgers' offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Finds some fresh air. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rivers. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, SMU. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Finds his back in the middle.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Got it behind the line. It's Kelly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. That's caught. It's Duff. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Set up for second and short after that completion. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really...
There he goes.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The Scarlet Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the going to take a shot? Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you...
He's got it on the outside. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And the Scarlet Knights will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Schultz. He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at their 14.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Now they line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just can't hang on, he muffs it.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Mustangs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fires left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that. On the kickoff. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try the run. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense. Onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Schultz. Snagged in the middle, it's Duff. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. He's got an open man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Duff. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. That is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. Stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Schultz. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to leave this. Now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jackrabbit. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On target to the left. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Kelly. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rutgers! Quick strike through the air for the score. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Trying to impose their will with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he puts through the extra point. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Scarlet Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He wants to change this route. They'll run it to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Scarlet Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, but the defense better do something about it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Cooper. Gets away from one, finds room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Got a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
22, quarter.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.